Well, you can see the reflection of the phone right in my face. It's like as terrible as it could be.
What was your idea? Is this cold?
No.
Below the cold. These are Dan noodles from Joy in Highland Park.
Mm.
This is one of our favorite meals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Except it's not good right now because it's cold.
Mine's not cold. Mine's at room temperature. Why don't you tell them why it was cold?
Because we did takeout.
And
then we drove somewhere to shoot this.
And
I thought we weren't going to shoot, so I said, let's go sit at a picnic table. And then the picnic table was really disgusting and dirty, and it's cold out, so we were like, I just dropped a cucumber down there.
And what else?
And I'm ovulating?
And it took you a while to get out of the house.
No, it didn't.
Oh, yeah. You had to hang a whole bunch of laundry when we had to leave.
Yeah, like your laundry?
Mm. This is not.
Yeah.
It's not there right now. And that thing is right in my face. Like, it looks so ridiculous.
Honestly, the people don't care. People watch videos that like look terrible.
Why?
Because nobody has any taste.
Or is it just that we like watching other humans do stuff?
I don't know.
These are great. What is that? Like, spice. Is that ginger?
I mean, these aren't truly Dan noodles. These are peanut noodles.
What are Dan noodles?
It should be spicy.
These are spicy.
No, not like a Dan.
Not like a proper Dan. So what's a proper Dan?
A proper Dan has like a pork mince.
A pork mince?
Mm-hmm. What's missing, like...
What's a pork mince? I thought
like
that.
pork minced.
Minced pork in this.
I mean minced pork. No.
This isn't vegan?
This is vegan. I would call this peanut noodles with cucumber and cilantro.
You said there's mixed pork in it.
Traditional.
Mm. Okay.
I think.
So what are they?
Didn't you get chili oil?
Yeah.
That's what it's missing. Where is it?
In here.
Yeah, see, it's missing this. Did you get this, or does it come with it? Because I actually feel like this is what's missing. Oh.
No, I asked for it.
You don't want a lot anyway. You want me to put it on yours?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Like as much as I had?
Mm-hmm.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah. It is good. It's well-rounded flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this was like Watch Me Eat. I used to do this series called Watch Me Eat where I'd have different people. But then the other day Mike was like, we were eating food in the car again like we usually do because of COVID and takeout. And he's like, why don't we just shoot... What did you say? You were like, why don't we shoot us talking? And I was like...
No, I said, why don't we... Or how come you don't shoot...
No, you were trying to get yourself involved. You said, we should shoot us just talking while we eat. Like, And then I got all hyper because I've been trying to, like, not bring Mike into this that much.
Oh, right. Okay, yes.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then you were like, man, you overthink too much. Like, you're really hard on yourself. Like, all these things.
This is so bad.
You can't say that. You just have to go with the conversation.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. No, I almost feel like a bunch of people are watching me eat.
That is what they're doing. Are you embarrassed about that?
No, but I'm conscious of it.
No, see, that's the whole point, is you can't...
You can't think about the people that are watching me eat right now.
I just eat. I'm eating the way I eat. Like, I don't care what I look like. I don't care what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's fun about watching people eat, if they're truly in it. Like, I have an obsession with watching people eat. But not like...
I don't know if I've ever cared to watch anybody eat anything.
No, I don't mean
ever.
like watching long mukbangs like that are on the internet.
What's a mukbang?
Like in Korea, they started them where people would just be live. It's actually live usually, and they're like this close to the camera, and they're like slurping noodles, and they're like
Slurping
and
noodles
they
to
eat
the
a lot
camera.
of food, like a huge amount of food, like not a normal amount of food.
And people watch this?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
There's a whole documentary on Vice about how it started in Korea and how it's kind of like how people dine alone and everyone's lonely and just on their devices. It's kind of like having company while you eat.
The people doing it or the people
The
watching
people watching it. But the people doing it make tons of money doing it.
The people watching it, people are getting, well, okay, there's a lot in that. So first of all, there's people getting paid to do that.
Well, getting paid through YouTube and these other platforms that are in Asia.
But do you
and you can donate to people that you like, so that you pay this person to like, you don't, Mike doesn't know anything about anything that happens on the internet.
in the world, apparently. That's what you were going to say.
No. But you don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
really much about this like social media world.
Yeah, I do.
No, but you don't even know what a mukbang is. And you didn't know that like
I thought a mukbang was like a porn term for like a circle jerk.
a circle jerk in itself is its own pornographic term. Why would it need another name?
No, I thought it was one of the...
Okay, well, we don't need to
We don't need to
disclose what you
elaborate.
thought it was.
I'm mistaking it with bukkake. That's what
Oh, yeah, no. That's not what... I mean, this is technically a mukbang.
This is
sort of.
not a bukkake, right?
But yeah, you can't... Anyway, back to the point of that. You can't be self-conscious of how you're eating if you're going to do like a...
Oh, wait, sorry. Hold on. Back up to the people that watch this. People watch this as they're going to bed or while they're eating.
Both. I don't know. Just people are obsessed with like what...
Is it a conversation or is it just people eating?
Sometimes it's just people eating, describing the food. Other times it's like people just telling random stories and like eating.
Okay, well, let me talk about this.
That's what we're doing right now. That's the whole point of this.
Is that what these people want to watch? Do they want to watch?
Yeah, they watch me sit and eat all the time
Okay.
and talk about random stuff. Or me and Timmy, or like now it's you and me.
Right. Just talking. Just shooting the shit. I don't think we're having much of a conversation, though. We're
Well, I do.
Yeah.
This is the kind of conversation we'd have even if the camera wasn't on. Like me explaining mukbang and... Right?
Me relating it to pornographic.
Yeah, you making some gross joke.
So, in terms
Wait,
of...
get that other thing out.
Yeah. All right.
What was this called? 1,000-layer pancake.
This is like 1,000-layer pancake.
Wait, look.
Just let me do it. That's all right. I can show.
I don't know if it's really.
So describe as I show.
Doesn't matter.
So a 1,000-layer pancake is this, and then
I don't know what it is. It's just some type of bread and dough. It's kind of like a mixture between. It's like a deep fried naan.
There you go. But hasn't it been layered 1,000 times?
I don't think it's layered 1,000 times. That's impossible. Why would it be so thin?
It's so good.
It's just bread. Like. I originally told him not to get it because I was like, it's just a waste of eating. But
A waste of eating.
what was I thinking? I didn't want to eat more bread.
It's a waste of eating. No, it's so good. And it's not just good like, some things are good just the first couple bites.
No, it's good every bite.
It's good as the whole time you chew it.
And there's nothing on it. There's no butter or nothing.
There has to be something on
No,
that.
it's just oil. It's
Oil.
definitely deep fried or something. I still think it's 1,000 layers. I mean, I guess it's similar to like it's like the bottom of a croissant. Look. You know, like
bottom
the
of a
squishy
croissant.
bottom. It's the
That is-
squishy bottom.
That is kind of...
But as a huge pancake that's rolled into a thing.
Anyway, so people watch other people eat because it feels like they're in the same... It's company. It's company. It's probably like leaving a radio on for the dog.
Yeah, like sometimes people are like, I just have to put your videos on in the background while I'm working. I like to hear your voice or something. Like people have said that to me.
Well, you have you have a lovely voice.
You think?
I always say you're a good singer. When you're
Sometimes when
singing,
I talk, though, you go like this.
no, when you're on the phone and you're a foot away from my ear, and then you decide to cackle, it is a little bit loud. But when you're calm and you're singing or humming, or that's nice. You should just do a whole video of you humming or singing show tunes.
I don't know if that would.
That could be the next big thing. What is the next big thing? Who knows? Like people watching people eat.
Yeah, like that's already played
Like
out.
unboxing things.
Unboxing. What's the next big thing? 2-second videos of people dancing.
That's the thing right now.
I know. Yeah, like I want this whole like copycat thing to stop.
I think it's just leveled out. It's found its thing. It's like the internet is like, this is the thing right now, and no matter where you look,
Well, by
there's a
copycat
rendition of it.
I mean like the TikToks, like how everyone just like
That's what I'm
copies the
saying,
same TikTok over and over, just does it themselves. Like that to me is like now now we've reached the point of like how all movies are just remakes of old movies. It's like now TikToks are just rehashed material. Like you always hit this plateau where it's like, okay, this is boring.
You squeeze it for what it's worth.
So then what is the next thing? You don't know till you see it, then you're like, ugh, why didn't I think of that? I just can't think of anything. Like there's already cats making recipes, which is like, I had that idea a while ago and I never did it. I wanted to do that a long time ago. Before it was a TikTok thing. Before TikTok even existed.
Anyway.
Done. The noodles are so good, like the way, like the firmness of them.
Should I just throw this on the good side? Why
I have
not?
a garbage bag right there.
Right, but do you want me to throw the garbage bag outside? Typically, after we've eaten, she doesn't like the smell of the fast food container being in the car, so she'll just say throw it out the window, throw it onto the street, or just shove it into a sewer if there's a sewer nearby. Because, why? As you always say, they don't really recycle the stuff anyway, so it might as well be.
Don't litter. I think there's Sichuan in here. Did you notice the mouth-numbing effect of the peppercorns? That's Sichuan peppercorn. You notice that?
I noticed there was a little kick of something. I asked if it was ginger. You said no.
It's Sichuan peppers. I just got it.
It's leaking through your bowl.
Oh, no, but it's fine.
All that carbs is just like hitting me now. So here we are shooting us eating something, direct sunlight on our face, because the discussion was like, why don't you show you and I doing things together?
I think that Mike feels a bit left out.
No, I don't think it's that I feel left out. I think that you're excluding me and depriving your audience to some extent of this aspect of your life and these like good conversations. We're not really having one right now, but when we do, we can have like really good.
Yeah, but I want that just to be for us. Like that's my whole thing is like I used to put my entire life on the internet and it came back to bite me in the butt, which is what I was saying to you. And it's like I want us to just have our own moments that aren't for everybody else. I guess what my thinking has been from the beginning.
Yeah, I think that's not. I think that's just fear, and you're operating from a place of fear, which you're always saying don't let dictate you, and that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Save me a bite of that.
Sorry, eat the rest.
You are right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because truthfully, my fear is I put you on here, everyone starts to form opinions of what a relationship's like, about you, what you're like, blah, blah, blah. They don't even know you.
Yeah.
That. Then also, what if we, then
But
my
who's
fear is
they?
if we break up. And then I have to explain myself all over again.
Explain what all over again?
My life. It's like if you put your life on here, then you have to kind of like, it's like all or
You're not
nothing.
putting your life on here. You're just having a meal.
But why? Like, why? I guess all the time it's like, sometimes, I guess, what am I trying to say? Before, when I would do my YouTube channel, I don't think I ever asked, why am I putting this online?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when it comes to the personal stuff, like, hot for food, I know my why, but with the personal stuff, aside from Ask Lauren, where I felt like I was speaking things that I felt were, like, relatable,
Yeah.
I think I'm always like, why am I putting this on the internet?
Right. You think you're like why am I putting
Where is it coming from?
I think your question. It's coming from probably you like
Just
attention and
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find a plug to plug it in.
This is the plug.
There's not another one?
No, it'll reach.
No, it doesn't reach.
Well, that's the only one.
Oh. Alright. You have to turn the phone up or the car on. Turn the car on, like gas on and everything.
Gas and everything?
Yeah, man.
It's gonna make too much noise.
No, it's not.
Are you sure it's even charging?
I'm sure. Yeah, there, it's plugged
Okay.
in, see? It's at 20% anyway.
I'm full. You can have this. So, yeah. So, yes. Do I like attention? Like, I actually struggle with that question all the time. Like, I guess everyone likes attention to some degree. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, why? And, like,
Why? Do
I
people
don't
have
really like attention. But that seems dumb to say when you're like, but look at like your life and like what you put on social media and like, but it's like, to me, it's like, it's become a thing that I do that sort of was I mean, I guess it wasn't an accident. I don't know. Well, do I even have to explain myself?
No.
What do you think?
What do I think about what? The Dan?
Like the whole thing we were just talking about. Like the why, like why would I put this on the internet? Like what would be your explanation? Or I guess why did you suggest this?
I think because it's fun and it can be fun and it can, you know, it's like conversing with people in some ways. Like if we're talking about something, like we're not really talking about anything right now, but if we were talking with like
we are though. We're always talking about something.
but like a current event or, you know, a strong like like sensitive subject where we have varying opinions on it, where the audience can like engage in that and you know, offer their point of view, etc., etc. I guess that, to me, the idea of that can be kind of fun. And so that's why I was like, well, why don't you, because you used to, I guess, you know what it is, I liked seeing videos of you like doing things because you have an exciting life, right? You do exciting things, you eat awesome food and you go cool places, and I guess especially now I'd want to go with you, you know, if I was on lockdown. And
Right, so I'll just say this is as exciting as it gets. I mean,
that's as exciting as it gets for you?
this. So
This?
we're showing this.
Yeah.
Meaning we're not doing anything extra to like try to be fun. We're literally doing what we would normally be doing anyway, but with the camera rolling. And to me, it should be like that. You're like, oh, we need to come up with like a subject, and like you're trying to make it like
No,
a
I'm not. I didn't
podcast.
say
And I'm
that.
like,
No,
I
I'm
don't
not.
want to talk about sensitive topics.
No, I never said that at all. I never said that at all.
But you're saying we need a topic
No,
when really we're
I'm
just
not.
talking.
I'm not saying that we need to implement something intentionally into the conversation, or touch on some sort of a subject like as the script for the whole video. I was simply just saying, when we go out to like grab something to eat, we're usually in a really good mood. You're extra excited about it and talking about the food and then breaking the food down as we get it, taking it apart, looking at it, you know, like asking questions about it. And that's always interesting, authentic Lauren. Those are the kind of videos that, you know, and then after we eat, we end up usually talking about something or like planning something out in our life or whatever it is. And there's something like fun and energetic and like gifting to the world, if you will.
Well, I think this is a good gift.
Mm-hmm.
I just think you're like, we're not talking about anything, but like we just talked about many things.
Sure.
It's like Seinfeld. It's like, what's it about? Nothing. It's like,
now the light looks good on our
it's like,
face. It doesn't look
this
like
is
that.
about nothing, but it's about many things. It's about our relationship. It's about
Well, but it isn't even really about a relationship. We haven't talked about a relationship. We're not going to talk about a relationship. But
I'm just meaning like it is because we're here and we're in a relationship.
Right, but that's about it. We're not like talking about like.
But this is what I mean. The undertone of the viewer and their perception. They know we're in a relationship. That's all part of the viewing experience. Like this is from my own experience of putting my other relationship on the internet. Is that even when you think nothing is happening, the audience is like, oh, I think that they're having some problems, or
really?
like Lauren's speaking like this is how I speak, and then you might be like, oh, is she getting mad? It's like, no. And I know there are people there that watch me all the time that know that this is how I speak, blah, 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 blah. But then there are other people who may just come in and be like, oh, she's like emasculating him or like whatever.
She is emasculating me. As soon as this camera comes off, she parades me down the street and yells, well, you don't want to know. Really vile things. See,
like your sarcasm is just like so strong that it will be part of every conversation where it's like people will think you're telling the truth. People everyone takes everything so seriously.
It's true. They sure do.
They'll think that everything you said that was a joke about me throwing garbage out the window, that they'll think that's true.
But you do throw a lot of garbage out the window. I mean, sometimes she will take garbage from, like, we'll go through a neighborhood and she'll pull into a laneway and she'll throw garbage in the back seat and she'll be like, I'll be like, why are you taking people's garbage? And she'll be like, because I'm going to throw this shit all over a really nice playground and just ruin it for all the people that walk through the playground. And that's like her mission in life is to distribute garbage all over like nice neighborhoods.
Okay, it's all lies. A good game to play would be how many stains does Lauren get on her shirt after every meal? Today I got chocolate all over my back and my butt in the car.
And you started insinuating it was me, grilling me. Did you have chocolate when you were on the plane?
No, I thought you snuck a chocolate bar in the morning when I wasn't with you. Because you're so deprived from eating non-vegan chocolate bars that you like.
But I did eat a non-vegan chocolate bar, and that's what had me worried. Because you're like, "Where's this chocolate coming from?"
See, so you already felt guilty.
And yeah, so I was like, no, so I was nervous. But it turns out, anyway, long story short, turns out that the chocolate was actually in her hair from something that she was eating herself.
You think it might have been in my hair because it's from this chocolate wrapper that I ate this in the car, but I ate this right here facing forward like this. And then when I got out of the store, it was all around my backside.
Her hair runs in
So that's what you think? A piece got in my back and then it went down there? Yeah.
A piece got in your front of your hair, you blew it back.
And then I cleaned it all. There was like 6 stains of chocolate all in the seat.
Massive mess constantly. Constantly creating a mess.
All right, well.
Constantly worried about
I wish we had another
things.
pancake to eat.
No, we've had enough. Because I think it expands in your stomach.
Yeah, those
like they compress it. You can tell it's like compressed. It's like almost biting into cardboard.
Now the 1,000 layers are expanding.
But a tasty deep fried cardboard with I don't know what it is.
Actually, this reminded me of something. I'm going to talk about this because it's Asian Heritage Month, Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and today I posted my favorite on-screen heroes, all Asian women and one Asian guy.
Olivia Munn, is she Asian?
She's half Chinese.
I thought she was Greek.
No, she's half Asian. Yeah, see. Anyway, the point of this was that because I was going like this to hide like my double chin. Okay, so lots of Asian people will know these tricks. And they're terrible tricks and they're completely racist. They're not really racist, they're just like to make you hate yourself, but your relatives probably do this all the time. My grandma would always go like this. My aunt, my grandma, all would do this.
To you?
No, to themselves. And I learned, oh yeah, we got to get rid of our double chins because like we have moon faces.
Oh, because
so, like,
they're always going like...
They're all. My grandma was always like, go like this. Well, actually, she would do this and she would like tell me to do it.
What does that mean?
It's to get. They think that this is gonna get this muscle tighter, so you don't have a double chin.
So they're hitting intentionally the skin to try to tighten
it, but doesn't do anything. Okay, then the other one is, well, that's like just one thing I remember from my childhood. The other thing is that I used to like. I think I might have told this story once. I used to go like this, thinking I could make my nose pointy like Mike's, and my mom's nose is like that, so I could go.
You wanted a pointy nose.
Yeah, I wanted a pointy nose like a white person. So I would do this. I remember once I put a clothespin on it.
Aww.
Yeah.
Okay, why are you telling this story? Because
it's Asian Heritage Month, and anyone who's Asian has fucking traumatizing like stories like this about hating the way you look,
wanting to be
white and hating the way you look. And because I just want like this on camera, and I'm always doing something to like. Yeah. But I just you just have it. You just have a round face.
And you don't like your round face?
I don't care now. Okay, then the other thing though is that like we're all like there's this like eye surgeries you have to get. So all my relatives, their eyelids go over their eye like this.
Why?
Because that's what an Asian eye does, and eventually when you get older, your eyelid droops, and you have to get a surgery to like keep your eyelid from like blinding you. Now that's just like actual what a lot of Asian women have to do, but it just sucks that the eye will start to sag. My grandma's was really overhung like this. That's more of like a unfortunate circumstance that you just have to deal with. But like
really, Asian eyes get puffy and then.
Well, just see, we don't have inset eyes. They're not inset. Like, see how you have this like brow bone? You have like your eyes like deep in your skull.
It's called inbred eye.
I don't have like a crease, and like even my other Japanese female like relatives, like see how my eyelid, like eventually this will get more saggy, and it will eventually be like over the top of my eyelid like this.
I don't know about that, but
it will. Like all my relatives are like that.
As you get saggier.
Yeah, and I guess maybe you don't need to get the surgery. I'm just saying there are women who get that surgery even when they shouldn't, because they're trying to change the shape of their eye to be not so Asian. So that's like the bad side of that. But sometimes it's actually so bad once you're older that you have to get it done because you can't see.
This is something I have never heard of. This is the first time.
No, why would you ever hear about this? You're white.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, good point.
And I don't really ever talk about it. I think I told you the nose thing before, didn't I?
Yeah, the nose thing, and you're always talking about the chin.
The chin.
Which is kind of cute.
Oh, so cute.
So anyway, maybe people are offended that I brought it up, but I think if anything, people will relate to that. But anyway, love your face. Doesn't matter. 1 chin, 4 chins. Who cares?
Now you're giving out this advice, but you don't really follow it because you're always going, oh, my chin, my wrinkles, oh.
Yeah, I'm lying. No, it's not like I sit around like hating myself, but like we all hate ourselves a little bit. Right? And we also love ourselves at the same time. But there's always things you'd want to fix.
Do you love more than you hate, though? That's the question.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I don't think getting a little bit of work done.
What do you love about yourself?
I don't think getting a bit of work done means you hate yourself.
Okay, tell me some things you love about yourself right now.
Oh, God. No, I'm embarrassed. I don't want to do that.
That you have a nice body and that you can fit into all kinds of, like, cute clothing. That's got to be nice. Because that's what some people just, like, strive for. Just that's all they want. And pay.
I'll be honest. I feel like a lot of clothing doesn't fit me. Because I don't have the right the so-called female shape. With, like, a small waist and bigger hips. I'm like a ruler that's like this. But whatever, I don't care.
But you can look good in clothing and feel good when you're in, like, certain outfits.
But anyone can look good in clothing no matter their size, Mike.
I don't know if I agree with that.
That will be something we'll get some bad comments about. We'll have to cut that out.
Well, cut what out?
What you just said.
What did I say? What, you can't say somebody looks bad in clothing sometimes?
I think people will think we're fat shaming.
How do you get fat shaming out of that?
Because it shouldn't matter what someone's body
I wasn't
size
even
is.
insinuating that, anywhere near that.
You're just saying in general people don't...
Yeah, I'm thinking of a guy wearing a velour suit. Like, that's not cool. That's not making him look good. I'd rather see him naked. And you somehow steer it to like...
You'd rather see him naked?
I'm just saying that, like, you can't go and say, oh, clothing makes people look good. It's like, doesn't it always make you look good? And somehow that's interpreted as, I'm fat shaming. Well, whatever, then I guess I'm fat shaming.
Well, we're not going to use this part of the conversation.
I want you
I'll
to
have
use
to
this.
edit around that.
I want you to use all of this. And another thing.
This is the issue with... This is the whole thing, is that anything you put on the internet, you have to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I agree with that, but that's where we're at. And so I'm afraid of it.
You're afraid that what? Somebody will say?
I'm afraid of what other people will say. Sometimes.
If you say
Not
something,
all the time, but sometimes.
If you say something like hideous or...
But at this point, it doesn't even matter if what you say is ultra hideous or not. It's like all one category or the other.
Well, there's shades of everything. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, but...
That's why Michael Jackson's music is still playing. And people are singing along to it, even though everybody knows he's a child molester, but he also makes good music, so that just fell into a gray area. Everybody's a fucking hypocrite. Everybody's casting judgment, but they're not judging themselves, you know?
Yeah, judge yourself.
Judge your fucking self first, then come judge me. A nobody sitting in the car eating a fucking 1,000-layer pancake with his girlfriend, talking just like nonsense. And if you're gonna focus your attention on me, then I feel sorry for you.
Welcome to YouTube.
But I've always liked clothing, makes anybody look good, yes. But not every piece of clothing makes everybody look good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, where are we gonna go now?
I don't know. The sun's setting, so let's turn this off.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.